Hey everybody, Bill Vernon, your Keller Williams agent for the Central Texas area, I-35 group, Keller Williams Lone Star. So here's another video on my series of what not to do, the mistakes we make as buyers and sellers of residential real estate. Okay, and so that's what we're talking about here. So I'm a Southern Baptist, born and raised. Attribute that to my grandmother, who, when I say she's a saint, I mean she was a saint. And so we're just going to kind of, talk about a story that a lot of Southern Baptist preachers tell. It's a fable, right? It's a great fable, a modern fable. And it goes like this. A guy pulls into a small Texas town gas station, and he goes up to the attendant there, the old man, and says, "Hey, I'm thinking of moving to this town. What are the people like?" The old man says, "Well, where are you coming from? What are the people like there?" Guy goes, "Oh, they're horrible. They're not nice. They're not friendly. You can't trust them. They lie. They're just no. They're horrible." And the old man goes, "You know what? Same people are here in this town." Okay. Another guy pulls into the station, gets his gas, and walks into the old man and goes, "Hey, I'm thinking of moving into this town. What are the people like?" And he goes, old man goes, "What are they like where you come from?" And he goes, "Well, man, they're the best people you could ever be around. I'm going to really miss them because everybody's very helpful and neighborly and social, and they'll give you the shirt off their back, and there's just, man, this aura of love in that community." And the old man goes, "Yeah, you're going to find that here." So what's the moral of this modern fable? Well, the moral is this: it's the way you show up. So I'm going to tell you the way you show up in a transaction impacts how this is going to work. Okay? And there's two factors in that. And one of the factors is your ego. You need to check your ego. Okay? This is, we have a famous Keller Williams, it's called a bold law. I won't go into all that. You hear me say about these in some videos. One of them is keep your emotions between the lines. Really, what it should also say, the other E word should be keep your ego between the lines. And I'm going to be straight up with you. The way you show up in a transaction is going to determine how the flow of it's going to work for you. Okay, if you come with a bad attitude, like the first guy that showed up at the station, then you're going to have it's going to be bad. It's going to be bad for the agents, the title company, the lender, your significant other that's involved in it. I mean, it's just going to be bad for the kids. I mean, folks, this is stressful to begin with. And if you come in with a bad attitude, with your ego out of joint and a little too out of control, then guess what? The transaction is going to go bad, and it's not going to be the fault of the agent, the title company, the lender, your spouse, the kids. It's going to be your fault. So you need to figure that out pretty quick. The next thing is confusing your wants versus your needs. Folks, talk to my wife, talk to my family. Bill's wants are crazy. I mean, my daughter, she's 16 now. She's about to turn 17 next month, next year, next month. And what's funny is I'm talking about this restaurant. I got a name for it. I got the food. I was literally picking locations, and my daughter says, "No, you're not. You're not opening a restaurant. I'm not going to support you when your restaurant fails." I just love my daughter. She has so much confidence in her daddy. Okay, So my want is a crazy restaurant, but is that really what I need? No, not really. And so you need to be focusing on your needs. What is the need of this house? It is not wants that you need to focus on. It is needs. So that's two mistakes that a lot of people make when they're involved in real estate. And so what I would encourage you is to really get that thought process kind of under control. Those two factors. I want you to think about it. I want you to openly talk about it with your agent and with the other decision makers involved in the transaction. And I think you're going to find when you do that, you're going to have a great transaction. And you're going to show up like the second guy in our Fable, where, hey, it's a positive transaction. You're going to find out the professionals involved are really great people that have your best interest involved and are really invested in trying to make the best outcome for you. And when I say trying, I mean, it's real estate. And guess what? You got another side that's involved that might have those other two things out of whack, right? Yeah. And so the goal is for your team to have all that stuff in check and focus so the transaction is best for you. Hey, if you're looking for a great agent in this area, and folks, call me. I know agents all over the nation. I might know one in your locale that kind of thinks like me. And I'd love to get you connected with those people. So don't be bashful if you're in, Timbuktu watching this video, calling me and go, hey, Bill, who do you know in Timbuktu? Oh, guess what? So give me a call, 254-495-5661, and we'll talk more. Bye.